In this video demonstration, I'm going to talk you through the two brand new products from Crafts2 in our wonderful tool range. And this, first of all, is our two-in-one sort of scoreboard and self-healing cutting mat, or basically your basic board, which does a little bit strange to say scoreboard, as this is a completely smooth board. But what I want to do is talk you through it and the use of it, but also show you how we can actually make this envelope and this card all using the scoreboard along with the new freestyle trimmer. And the board will enable you to make, anything that you do where you're scoring, anything you do where you're cutting. It will enable you to make beautiful little envelopes, little cards, large envelopes, whatever you want. It will also make one of mine, which is a favourite. This is one of my favourite boxes. This is a box that actually just uses one full sheet of A4 with no trimming or cutting down. It's a great thing to do. So I'm going to take you to the board to start with. So you've got a self-healing cutting mat, which is something that we are all used to. Most of us have these on our desk. We use them all the time. It's a fantastic thing. But of course, what that means is by self-healing, and I'm going to use the knife that's included. So they actually include you in the matching grey, even with the logo on it. The knife, and this is a clip-off knife, so you can clip off the excess using the tool at the back. This just clicks out and you pop that on, click it off, and it sharpens the knife for you. But this is, again, a self-healing cutting mat. I'll show you. I'm just going to cut a few different lines, pieces out using it. You can see it stays completely smooth. So it actually heals itself. All you ever see is a line. You may notice a few lines in here, and after a while you'll get some lines that sort of groove in. But it keeps it completely smooth, which means that you can do all of your gluing, you can do all of your inking or everything on here if you want to. So you've got a brilliant self-healing cutting mat, which is something a lot of us crafters are used to, and the knife included. Fantastic things on this is it's all in metric, which means it works all across Europe, because we've found a lot of instructions these days are in metric, but it's got it all the way around. So it's actually 43 centimeters by 27 centimeters, actually by 28 centimeters, but that's all the way around, which makes cutting and trimming really easily. And you've got included on this size some envelope making. These are standard international sizes. These are not your sort of UK. We tend to do 4x4, 5x5, 6x6, 5x7, but these are your sort of international sizes. The one I'm most interested in is the DL. So it gives you the paper size to make the fit and the envelope, to make the finished envelope, and it tells you what size of card will fit into there. So to show you how we can cut something basically with the board, what I'm actually going to do is, there are two ways to do this. So if I want to make a DL card, I'm going to go DL, and it's 200 by 210. So I can simply put that up in the corner on here. I can take my rule that's included, and we'll explain this in a minute. Put that on the 21. Put that on the 21. Use my knife and cut my card to size. And it's 21 by 20. So again, I'm just going to pop that back into the right hand place. Find the 20 mark on one side, on the other, because they're on both sides, just like that. And I can just take my knife, and you'll notice it even has the cut edge. It gives you a marked edge on this metal ruler to do the cut edge. So I can do that, but I can check it, because there's actually a DL mark on here. So I can actually put it against that DL, and look, there, I can see it fits within that perfect DL. But how would I score this to actually turn this into a card? Well, the first thing I would need to do is to get a scoreboard. I would also need to know the measurement, and I would need to work out, so it's 21, so I'd have to halve that. So half of 21 is 10.5. It's a lot of hassle. Whereas with the new scoreboard, all I do is turn it over. And on the other side there is your scoreboard, and your rule, your metal rule, just clicks in. Simple as that. That's now clicked in, so that's your fixed edge. And I want to score this DL card in half. So all I do is take the long measurement that I want to score in half, and I check it on this top rule here to see how big it is, and it's 21. I then take it down to here and I bring it to this gauge and I find 21 on one side and 21 on the other, and I put it against the 21 mark. I then take the bold and folder tool, again included in the same grey, I love that, logoed so you know it's the right one, and on the 0 mark I just score, fold it in half, and there's our perfect DL card blank every single time. But what this does mean is I can take and make a card blank out of any scrap of card. All I do is measure against the top. So this one is, just over 20.5. So I take it to this score here, go just over 20.5 on both sides, go from the 0 line, score down the middle, and fold in half. And there's my perfect card blank made from my scrap. Again, larger piece here. So this one is just over, it's 29.5. So again, on this gauge here, go to 29.5 because this is a 1:2 ratio. Check it's right on the other side. Yep. 0 point. Place my folder against the 0 point and pull down. Lift up, fold in half, use the other side to fold, and there I have the perfect card blank made from that scrap. So I can make it any size at all. So of course now I have a scoreboard, really easy, simple to use, on my desk at all times. I don't have to start going underneath and trying to pull out a piece of plastic and, you know, put it down or it break or crack. And this is fully flexible because it's made from the material. It's made from self-healing material. So we did say I wanted an envelope for my DL card. So all I have to do, turn it back over, and it gives me the sizes. So for an envelope, it needs to be 26 by 26. So I've already cut a piece of sort of 12 by 12 paper to 26 by 26. And again, I just turn it over. I either pop my rule on or I take the final piece included with this, which is your corner, and this clicks on. So wherever you want to, it clicks on as it has the same ridges. So I can just click it into this top corner here. I can even move it up if I need to do longer card. So I put it there. I take my piece and I follow. So I pop it up against the end bar on here. And I go to DLA, which is there. DLA there. And I score. See? I can move that up to get it in the right place so it's long enough. So I've moved that one up. So DLA, there it is, still there, all the way down. I turn my card once, twice, back to the point at the beginning, go to the DLA mark, and pull down. I then rotate my card once, go to the correct point, and go to the DLB, which is here, and I score that. Turn it once, twice, so I'm doing opposing corners, DLB, and I score down there. And then I make the folds nice and easy, simple to do, just like that. And at this point, I tend to turn my board back over to my self-healing section. So I can see now, I can take my card and check, because my measurements might be off slightly, make sure it fits, which it does. And then I can simply make the cuts. So all I need to do is take my scissors, and I'm going to cut out the triangles at each side. just like this, nice and simple, cutting along the score line. You will find this easier at first if you do it with a blanker piece of paper than this patterned paper I'm using. Just seemed to be a terrible habit of mine of going sort of style over function. There we go. Just see now, I'm going to fold those pieces in. And there's the basis of my envelope, but obviously it's a little bit too long. So what I can do here is take my pencil. I want to take my rule and draw the line of where I need to cut off. Now again, a lot of us are not good with scissors. This is where the second brand new tool comes in, which is the freestyle trimmer. So I can simply, at any point or any angle that's comfortable for me to cut, set that slightly back from the line, press down, and trim that section off. But the fab thing is that you can't do in a normal guillotine. I can put that end onto there as a guide. Because it's a self-healing cutting mat, I can take a little bit of my low-tack tape if I want to and tape it down completely flat. I can then again butt up to where that line is, press down, cut through and take those pieces off. So there I have made, very simply, my easy envelope, whichever way you want to do it. I'm going to go the other way. So I'm just going to add a little bit of glue just in these two pieces here. I'm going to fold those in, take that up and stick that down, and that will give me my perfect envelope. Take my card that I've just made, slide it in and close the envelope and change my little orientation. So there's my envelope made along with my card made. And again, the easy trimmer, if I want to decorate this, I can use that either on the new scoreboard or with the board that comes with it. So you have a placement board with that. I can place that down. And now I want to take off a strip. So I'm going to take off that strip there. So I mark, or just make sure it's even, both sides. Press down, pull. I've cut a strip off. I want to take one of these images, so I want to take that other strip off. I don't want to waste it. This is so much better way to cut up your 12 by 12 paper. Certainly if, with a lot of designs that I use, like Graphic 45 and Stamperia, you find there are different sizes in there. So again, just moving it round on the board. I'm not having to pick up and move a piece of a top to fit it in like I would with a normal guillotine or trimmer. So let's just take that bit off. See how easy this is. But there is a separate video going through how we change the blades on this and what blades you have. Again, I want to neaten it up. So easy to do without having to pull out a guillotine or a trimmer or whatever else. You'll even take, like that, little slivers off. Press down, pull through. So there's a lovely piece for the front of my card. A little bit of glue added. And we'll pop that on. Actually, I might use that little piece there. That would look nice. So again, a little bit of glue on. It makes you maximise the most that you get from your pieces. So let's just lift you up a little bit. Let's have a little strip going down there. And we'll put our little piece on. Very nice. We can trim this off if you're not a scissor person, or if you don't want to put things. I have this happen a lot where I need to trim it, but I've got glue on it. I don't get glue stuck in the trimmer. So there's my lovely neat little card. So I will slide him into my envelope. and I want to side him off, so I'm going to neaten off this little piece here. Again, you can go up to down, top to bottom, doesn't matter. Just press down, run, take that piece off if it's not right. Didn't press down right, press down, pull, take that piece off, press down, take that little piece off, perfect. And I'm just going to glue that one on like that. And there we have beautiful little seal made. I would glue that down, open our envelope, everything matching, all made using the new Scoreboard.